have a course called Empaths versus Narcissists, the power dynamic and how to recover from it.
The showdown.
Yeah. And it's not so much about overly diagnosing the narcissist or focusing on the person who may have either been a true narcissist in your life or your own behavior had allowed them to take a bigger piece of the pie. It's more about where do we get ourselves embedded in patterns with other people where we are giving too much power to one very questionable driver in the car, rather than both sharing the wheel. So if you are coming from an empathic place, and sure, we can all be narcissistic, a bit more closed, a bit more defended. We're all going to go through a spectrum. But if you generally come from a place of, I want to connect, I want to be open, you can kind of, take on projects of other people that is far too big for you are not the person who is going to be their medicine. You might be a part of it, but there's also a kind of ego in that too, that the empath has to kind of reckon with and go, oh my God, I was not willing to let this relationship end with a fracture. I was determined, so I stayed in the ring far too long, thinking that I could be the one that could bring all the light to this. And I think that's a really painful, grief-inducing lesson. And it's hard, and it kind of hurts. But if you're willing to kind of go, oh my God, if I let this go, where is my energy going to be welcome? And also investigate why it's more comfortable for me to be the one sending my energy this way than it is to have someone coming to me, sending energy to me. And sometimes it's trauma, and we all have the ability to overcome our traumas, to overcome the parts of us that have held us back from having really beautiful connections with people. And it's ongoing work, that and boundaries, which is a very controversial one in the spiritual arena, because of course people are like, but I just should be open and love everybody. And I'm like, yeah, you can get there.
It's all one,
but
come over here.
Yeah, let's just check. Let's just check where your boundaries are too, because if you can really be open when you know what your boundaries are, and to know that boundaries will change and be fluid, but to be able to have them is really important. And it's something that I've seen and experienced a lot of suffering with in the consciousness field. So yeah, I think that relates back to the work of boundaries in order to let us be as open as possible.